Yet no arena tests Trump's peace branding more than Ukraine. The war, which began in 2022 under President Joe Biden's administration, remains unresolved. The White House insists that Trump inherited a war not of his making, and Miller's defense carried that point bluntly. And obviously, he's working steadfastly to end the killing in Ukraine. And keep in mind, this is President Biden's war. It started because of President Biden, and President Trump inherited President Biden's war. And he's working steadfastly to end the killing. And that's something that everyone in the world should celebrate. By pinning the conflict squarely on Biden, Miller attempted to shift both blame and responsibility away from Trump. This rhetorical move highlights a broader strategy to frame Trump not as entangled with Putin, but as uniquely positioned to broker peace in Ukraine. Critics, however, argue that dismissing Macron's concern overlooks the risks of over-reliance on Putin's word. They caution that Russia has repeatedly used ceasefire negotiations as cover to regroup and advance militarily. The disagreement between Washington and Paris underscores deeper transatlantic tensions. Macron, still shaken by Europe's vulnerabilities exposed during the Ukraine war, has been vocal about the need for European powers to assert themselves. His warning about Trump being played by Putin reflects a broader unease in European capitals, that US-Russia diplomacy could sideline Kyiv or weaken NATO unity. European diplomats, speaking off record, suggested that Macron's remarks were aimed as much at European audiences as at Washington, with the EU facing pressure to ramp up defence spending and maintain solidarity on sanctions. Portraying Trump as too close to Moscow provides Macron with political leverage. At the same time, the French president is walking a tightrope. While warning about Putin's tactics, Macron must also maintain channels of dialogue with both Moscow and Washington. His remarks, therefore, reflect the complicated dual role of critic and partner that France often plays in global diplomacy. The flashpoint moment came during the exchange between Miller and the AFP reporter. The journalist posed the question directly whether Macron's warning meant Trump was at risk of being manipulated by Putin. Miller's visible irritation was evident in his dismissive opening line. Such an absurd question.